I'm standing in what was this family's living room. They told me that the water came up 5 feet right here on this wall. And to put that into context, that's as tall as I am. While Roberts was setting the stage of UNC's future inside, there was quite a different scene going on outside. Despite this news, I've been talking with voters whose mood has not shifted. Their energy is still high, and they are still here to support Robinson throughout the rest of the night. I caught up with an activist working against PFAS exposure who believes it could be the reason her brother, who was a firefighter, died of brain cancer. Right now, I'm at Back Alley Bikes in Carborough, where there's not one, but 2 sheds full of donated items that are going to go to Western North Carolina. Donations include diapers and water. And I myself learned that the mulch right here at Crown Hill was laid by FFA members too. The roof that once provided her family's shelter, now among the debris left behind after Helen destroyed everything. Only an old sorority t-shirt left behind for UNC senior Gwen Gowan.
When they made it out past the backyard, the fence holding up feet of water collapsed, and my mom was caught in that. She washed away pretty fast, but she was able to hold onto a pipe until my dad could get to her. They climbed up on this high ground as they could find that hadn't been washed away, and they were waiting there until they were rescued.
Adding to the devastation,
I got a text finally from my parents after 24 hours being missing, and they said, "We're alive, we're safe, but unfortunately the house is gone."
A mudslide destroyed her home, her father's job site, and took the lives of her pets. She said she knew Helen would have an impact, but not to this extent.
Going from, is the food gonna go bad in a refrigerator, to getting a text from my little sister saying, "We don't have any more food. We found the refrigerator and where it floated to. We're going to try and eat that before everything goes bad," is devastating.
Gowan is traveling home to take supplies, but needs support.
We've never asked for help before, but we are now. We're homeless, and my dad doesn't have a job anymore. So I started a GoFundMe last night, and I'm reaching out to everyone and saying, if you can help, even in the smallest way, please do.
Gowan can't quite make sense of this and isn't sure if she ever will.
It's just incomprehensible because you look up here and we have blue skies, and 3 hours west, people are fighting for their lives, trying to make it out of layers of mud to get help.
I shouldn't have to work like twice as hard as my next counterpart just because how I look.
That is sophomore Jasmine Teague's response to the North Carolina Board of Governors' decision to replace UNC's DEI policy with what it calls institutional neutrality. Teague says the changes prove government leaders don't really know what DEI means.
It doesn't mean like people of color just get into school just because they're people of color.
Changes for students include more than $5 million being redirected towards other programs and modifications to DEI-focused organizations. But students are not the only ones who have been affected by the changes.
I was hired to lead diversity, equity, and inclusion programs across the university. That is not my job anymore.
Leah Cox is just one of the 27 UNC employees whose positions were adjusted, with 20 others seeing theirs eliminated. A number so large that UNC now leads the North Carolina system with the most DEI cuts, according to the 2024 Equality Certification statistics. Cox was UNC's Chief Diversity Officer and now holds the title of Vice Provost. Her job looks a lot different now.
All of the things that I was hired to do are now very different.
Some students and staff believe UNC can still find ways to support DEI.
I think that the university at large wants to be supportive and move forward.
Even though this might be a step back for us, we can always fight back.